Welcome back to our InMaricopa Spotlight Series. I'm Adam Wolf. Joining me today is UltraStar General Manager Adam Sachs. Adam, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
So we'd like to find out a little bit about you to start with. So what brought you to the area?
Well, this project really was the impetus of everything, if you would. I mean, when UltraStar got the opportunity to start the design with the Auction Indian community, as a theater company, they didn't necessarily have a lot of resources from the larger building multi-operation world, you might say. And I was good friends with Alan and a marketing partner through my former life as food and beverage director at Valley View Casino and Hotel in San Diego. After looking at truly what was to be built and what the opportunity was and what was going to be required, and just so many exciting, fascinating parts to it, I couldn't say no. It was the offer you can't refuse. You don't get a lot of those in life.
Absolutely. And then how long ago was that?
That was about 3.5 years ago. Really, once the concrete and steel of the building was done and we were ready to start closing it up and working on everything inside, that's when I came out and worked with the design team and the contractors team to do everything we have to do, and then start the many processes of recruitment and procurement and everything that was going to be required to open the doors.
And then the doors opened about 3 years ago, correct?
It will be 3 years next weekend, November 15th of 2012. So on next Saturday, the 14th, we will celebrate 3 years with our anniversary party.
Okay, and what will be featured at the party?
Well, 3 years, so we got to go with $3 movies. I think that's going to be the biggest draw. It's Dollar Day in addition, and people definitely fell in love with that the first year we did it. So we're going to have $3 for any of our films that are going on in the center at that time, and then dollar bowling, dollar laser tag. We're going to do dollar for dollar matching on arcade cards. We're going to have dollar drafts. We're going to have a number of different specials focused on, obviously, just it's our opportunity to say thank you to everybody, to the Maricopa and Auction communities. The Auction Indian community certainly loves the opportunity to give something back and say thank you to everybody who supports us all year long. We're going to have a petting zoo. We're going to have pony rides. We've got a lot of our strategic partners coming out, so the Arizona Rattlers will be in the house, the Arizona Organizing Committee for the National Championship game, Barrett Jackson, all of these groups are going to be coming out having some fun with us and doing some different things. We're going to run a raffle, so people will have the opportunity to buy a raffle ticket, and that one simple $5 ticket will enter them into, we're going to give away a 4-pack of park hoppers to Disney.
Nice.
We've got a Pepsi Suite for the Coyotes. We've got a bike courtesy of Pepsi, and we also have 2 tickets to the National Championship football game.
Wow, so definitely just a lot going on, but a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
You had me sold at pony rides.
I know. Pony rides in a petting zoo. So we try to do things so that we've kind of got something for every age and every range and all segments of the family. Of course, we're always located next to a casino, so for those who if we don't have enough, we have Harrah's next door, certainly always allowing some more fun and excitement. But really, once we open 9:30, 10 o'clock, it will be going, and it'll be a good run. It'll be a good practice run. We've got this little thing happening in December called Star Wars. Anyone ever heard of that?
Tiny little thing. I think a few people like it.
Small little thing, largest ever in the motion picture industry. So the anniversary will be a nice test run for what we see happening. We're seeing it top to bottom, so it's going to be very exciting.
Great. Well, as I said, it sounds like a great time. Now, how has UltraStar as a whole grown over the last 3 years?
The addition of elements in this past year has been tremendous for us. We had a lot of groups that were interested in, we have 200 people and they want to bowl, they want to laser tag, they have so much fun, but then they need to sit down and maybe do awards or a ceremony or just enjoy a banquet environment. We weren't able to do that. And now with elements, we have tremendous capabilities from smaller groups of 20 or 30 up to 300, 400, 500 people between an indoor and outdoor venue. But the greatest development, I would say, or the change is really in learning the community, learning Maricopa, learning the market, finding that programming that everybody truly enjoys. UltraStar should be about creating lasting memories, and that's really what we want to focus on.
And you offer so many things, as you mentioned, the laser tag, the bowling. I mean, it's all in one spot, which makes it so great. But then moving forward, how do you expand on that? Because people are always going to want more things. And,
sure.
You always got to keep it fresh. So how are you going to do that?
You need to innovate. We're going to always be looking at the physical plant. I think on the social media front and the interactive front, creating environments where people can really take advantage of their social media. We've now got Twitter walls that run within the center at various times in various areas, so people can check in and tag each other and post and face, and it's going to show up right in front of them. We're going to be bringing hot air balloons to Maricopa for the first time next year. We are currently working on Glow Fest. It will be a Valentine's event on Valentine's evening, which happens to be a Saturday night this year.
Well, that's convenient.
It is very convenient. So we're going to have hot air balloons on the 20-acre auction lawn next to the facility. It's lights, it's music, it's food, it's environment. It's an amazing, for someone who has never experienced a hot air balloon glow, it is going to be a very unique, another unique first for the region that UltraStar and auction will bring to everyone.
Great, great. All right, well, Adam, thank you so much for coming by. We appreciate having you.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me in.
All right, and on behalf of InMaricopa.com, I'm Adam Wolf. We'll see you next time.